Hello, and welcome to Nerd Virgin. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Greg.
And today, we find out who Wilrow Hood is.
Yeah, you do.
I watched Empire Strikes Back. It's a good one because Greg is unfair and picks a lot of words that don't actually show up. But Wilrow Hood's a good one. I think fans are going to like this episode. Star Wars fans, for sure.
I know I did.
Okay, so enjoy. Like, follow, comment, and share. And here is episode 5.
What's up, you scruffy-looking nerf herders?
He does say Nerf herder. Nerf as in like Nerf gun?
We are back. Your favorite nerd versions.
Nerd Virgin.
Episode 5.
Nerd Virgin. Yeah, episode 5.
And you watched episode 5.
And I watched episode 5.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. They did. They struck back.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
You want to get into it?
I do. Right. Let's jump.
Opening crawl. Boom. Go.
Jump. Okay. So the description on Disney Plus says Luke Skywalker trains as a Jedi and confronts Darth Vader, which like completely lets go of every other character in its description.
Yeah, I mean, it's 40-something years old.
Anyway, long time ago, the scroll, the music, Casio keyboard, still haven't hooked that up. I will hook that up and play that at some point. Dark time for the rebellion, freedom fighters, Hoth. It's right in the scroll.
Right there.
Yeah. New remote ice world and their secret base. So let's jump right into my dry quiz terms from last time. And I guessed that it was an object, a tracking device, or explosive.
Woo!
Sorry. Something like a space grenade. Wrong. But they're on their new remote ice world secret base. And it is Hoth. So I was very far off.
Yeah, it's a snow planet, ice planet, cold as fuck.
Yep. Yeah, very, very cold.
Yes.
Because we have to shove people and animals to survive. Darth wants to find him, and he launched remote probes all over the universe.
Thousands.
Right.
Seems like a waste of money, but thousands.
Their Wampa, is that their currency? You said I'm going to find out.
You're going to find out what a Wampa is very soon.
All right. Ship, ? Got to be new animation for the probes because they were like very fast and everything else was kind of like weirdly put around it. But we enter a snowy atmosphere.
We see Luke riding a Tauntaun.
Sure.
Well,
I wrote dragon, ram, kangaroo. He rewind a little bit though, because the probe, and I have to pull up a picture. The probe looks like TikTok, not TikTok with the youngins, but TikTok from this Wizard of Oz 2. Have you ever seen the second Wizard of Oz? It's called Back to Oz. It's so
I was gonna say Return to Oz,
or is that what it is?
No, maybe you're right. No, I've never seen it.
Hold on, Tick.
Is it a clock?
Return to Oz. No, here. But look at that guy. His head was the probe.
With the mustache?
Yeah, except it was like I said if TikTok and a spider had a baby, that was the probe.
Probes are pretty fierce.
I mean, but look at him. That's what the top looked like. Anyway, all right.
Google it, folks.
Okay, so yeah, we don't know what they're called yet, but he is riding a dragon ram kangaroo.
Sorry, ruined that.
And then a Yeti comes and attacks Luke. He mauls him. Absolutely mauls him. Enter Han.
Okay, we'll stop you right there.
Oh.
Not a Yeti. It's a Wampa.
Oh, are you kidding?
It's a Wampa. That's why it's amazing when you said 100 Wampas, 1,000 Wampas. That would be frightening and hilarious all at once. A space Yeti is called a Wampa.
I'm still going to call him a Yeti. But, okay, so I was wrong on that because I said it was currency. I said it was the resistance on the ground.
100 Wampas.
1,000 Wampas.
1,000 Wampas.
Okay. But yeah, he mauled Luke. Enter Han with them, Chewie. They're fixing ships. Trouble in paradise. The look that Leia gives Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks pissed at him. Now we find out because he's leaving.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go.
But she's giving him the death stare. Get it?
Ooh. I like that.
All
Well
right.
said.
He's trying to leave to pay Jabba's debts. Han, we need you. Romance. He wants her to say it. Oh, he wants her to say we need you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
like, need me. And she's like,
He's getting all cocky. about it.
angry love is what I wrote. You could use a good kiss, he said.
From a Wookiee.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think she says, I'd rather kiss a Wookiee. And he's like, I can arrange that.
I think I missed that exchange.
Head down in the notes.
I just thought he was like, I just thought he was being a dick. Like, you could use a good
Well, yeah, he is.
I was like, 70s sexual innuendos.
SpaceX.
C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah.
Come back.
The galaxy's best droids.
Uh-oh, Luke's missing. What's with the long scarf ears on their snow gear helmets? They look like they have one Snoopy ear. Just one.
I don't think I noticed that.
Oh my God. It's like,
So, like Luke's
they're
hood?
all like flipping around and it's like,
oh,
where's Luke?
oh, the officers? Okay, yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just a thing.
Costume decoration?
Yeah.
There's no function.
Yeah, good ass.
It's one Snoopy ear. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
someone from
took
the 80s.
Snoopy's ear and it doesn't even match. Anyway, all right. Then Tauntauns. I wrote creatures.
Yes, they do name them.
Han's going on a kangaram to get Luke.
It's like it always looked like a ram, like a tall ram to me.
I wrote Han on a ton, like Elf on a shelf, and
Oh,
Snape
jeez.
on a grape.
New holiday tradition, kids. Han on a ton.
I wouldn't be shocked if that was on the internet already, but that's a good one, right?
We're stealing it if it
All right.
isn't.
Han on a ton. He's hung up in a cave.
Luke is in a little
Yeah,
wampa.
he's
cave.
in a wampa. I'm never gonna get that right.
Womp womp.
Ew, this Yeti ain't making snow cones. He's got a bloody dinner. It's so gross.
It's to show that it's a threat.
It's a Yeti, though. They
Oh,
just
yeah,
called it a wampa.
A snowman.
There's nothing different about it
Space
other than
snowman.
a Yeti. This is him, but not as nice. There's blood everywhere. Okay. Lightsaber in the snow. Uses the Force. He uses the
He struggles at first. He
Force.
needs to calm himself.
Well, he got knocked out, and he's upside down.
Yeah, but he goes and then he learns to calm.
And use the Force.
And yeah,
But
I believe
Luke's song comes in. You said that's his official. Dun,
Yes,
dun,
I-
dun, dun,
I refer to it as Luke's theme. I think the fans refer to it as Luke's theme. Just like the Imperial March is called the Imperial
Yes.
March, but it's Darth
That's the
Vader's
Vader
theme.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call it the Vader
But
song.
going forward in the movies, you'll hear like Yoda's theme. It's called Yoda's theme. Like things like
Okay.
Rey's theme. Like
But this is not called his.
no, but
It's
it
used
might
mostly
be
for him.
called Luke's theme. Like Princess Leia's, it's called Leia's theme. So,
Okay.
yes,
the
that
Yeti
plays.
hears it. He cuts the Yeti's arm off. Snow Tundra Escape. Filmed where? Do you know where that was filmed?
I don't.
Mm,
Good question. I don't.
yeah. Because it's very much on location.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
where
they
it was.
didn't fake that snow.
A lot of it was London. I know Tatooine was Tunisia, like we mentioned, but maybe
Does London get snow like that?
I don't know. Maybe all the indoor stuff was in London. Maybe that's
right.
a stupid remark by me.
Bad claymation of Han on a ton. That's where I got Han on a ton meets Elf on a Shelf. Really bad.
But I like that
It's
they didn't.
really
I
terrible.
like that they didn't go in and CGI a bunch of these
Okay,
creatures.
so that
like-
wasn't replaced. That was the original.
yeah.
Oh God, it's bad.
Well, 40 years ago.
It's like very. It reminds me of the old claymation, like Rudolph.
Yeah, which are great, timeless.
They all look older. How many years were between the films?
The release or in time period.
No. Release, like the movies
So
themselves. the
77 was
actors.
episode 4. 80,
So 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, Luke looks
older. He does. So does
To me,
Harrison Ford.
Mark
by
Hamill.
much.
Mark Hamill looks
Older. Yeah.
by a lot.
Carrie Fisher hasn't aged a goddamn day.
not
I
at
want
all.
her skin routine. But Han looks older too.
Yeah.
He's got a new coif.
You like it?
No.
Digging it?
No.
No?
He's Harry Potter in movie 4, which you'll get eventually. But no. He's like, my hair is hard to God. Doors closed at the base. Chewie and Leia are scared because Han is out there. Now, is Luke hallucinating? Good old Ben Kenobi, Obama Nobi.
Good old Obi-Wan, Ben.
You will go to Dagobah.
Tells him what to do. Tells
you will
him-
go to Dagobah and
tells him where to
train
go.
with Yoda. So Dagobah, I said, was a tiny explosive device that you can use by day or by night.
I mean, from a certain point of
Do
view.
you want to know what's ridiculous though? This is the one that you were like, is this the one that you said you swapped? Because I was like, there's a very important
No.
planet that. Oh, okay.
No.
I basically got that definition of Dagobah without it being Dagobah.
No, there's another term
Oh.
that you like nailed, but wrong term.
Okay.
You nailed the definition, but didn't get the right word.
Okay, because I also said someplace that they would go and like the leader of the Jedi would be there and you'd go there to train.
Oh, you did say someplace.
But I think that was Mon
some-
Calamari. And I said it was like the leader of the...
Oh, yes, you said.
Yeah.
But I think. Did you say Alderaan was Yoda's home planet? Maybe you did. Yes, I think you did. I think your Alderaan guess was pretty much Dagobah.
Dagobah, yeah.
Yeah. I just remember that.
Anyway, so you will go to Dagobah and train with Yoda. And that was a word I had to define. And Han arrives. He finds Luke, dead Tauntaun. Ew, Han puts Luke in the Tauntaun? What the inception? Fuck. Why is...
He would have froze to death.
Okay, that's really gross that
I mean,
he...
the Tauntaun froze to death. I mean, Bear Grylls would love that scene.
Of course he would. He would have eaten it and then dressed himself in it.
Yes.
That was really gross.
Got to get my Tauntaun vitamins. That was a terrible Bear Grylls.
That was really bad.
Whatever.
But he puts him in it.
Yeah, and they never show the little tent he starts to build.
No, you never get to see
No.
the shelter.
No.
I said, whoa, wide shot, gorgeous mountains. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Don't know
Really?
where that was.
Rebel ships are looking for them. Super fucking clear shots. Super clear shots of
Yeah.
the landscape.
Yeah.
Looks like Alaska to me.
Think? I mean, I could easily Google it.
It looked like... Anyway, this is Rogue 2. Do you copy? So they're found. But we never get to see their shelter.
Right.
Ew, diaper water baby Luke to heal? What's with the...
It's a Bacta tank. BACTA. It's back. It's like there.
Bacta tank?
It's like healing juice.
Got it. So Avatar before Avatar. Got it. It's a very
I don't
creepy,
remember. Avatar.
floaty...
Yeah, it heals. It
Okay.
heals all
But
wounds.
he's in like a diaper.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna show you Luke's ween.
They could have put him backwards and shown you his butt.
Well,
Anyway. Han and Leia are flirting. He's a cocky fuck.
yes.
Chewie laughs at Leia making fun, and he goes, "Laugh it up, fuzzball."
Puts the smug in smuggler.
I love "laugh it up, fuzzball." That was one of my favorite lines. Scruffy looking Nerf herder.
Yeah.
What is that?
Nerf is an animal in the Star Wars galaxy, and it has a herder. It's like a big cow.
Oh, a
looking,
herd.
like a herder.
Herder. I heard
sheep
a
herder.
herder.
No, a herd.
Like scruffy looking Nerf herder, and you're like, it's an animal. I'm like, oh my god, they're saying he's an animal.
The
beater?
Nerf is the animal. The herder is
Got
just
it.
like
Herder,
a real
not
one,
hurt.
No,
Got it. Leia kisses Luke. Gross. Barf,
Yeah.
barf, barf. That's what I wrote.
that's the kiss. Yeah. One
She
of
kisses him again later.
them. No, one of them.
Okay. All right. But she's like, you don't know me. Rah.
Yeah, that's
Let me make out
that kiss
my
was
brother. It was just to
really-
piss off Han.
Yeah.
But I actually feel bad for Luke because he still doesn't know that it's his sister, and he's genuinely interested in her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kiss you," and he's like, "Ooh, I've got a chance." And she's like, "No, I'm
Puts
gonna,
his
I'm
arms
gonna,
behind his head like his shit doesn't
I'm gonna
stink.
fuck the rebel guy." Solo blows up TikTok because they picked up an Imperial signal.
Yeah, you got to take
TikTok's
out
my
those.
guy.
Take out those probe droids.
They gotta go. Darth Vader music. His ship, his bendy one, which I know is now his little fighter flyer, right? You said the bendy one means it's him.
His TIE fighter, yes.
Yeah, okay.
With the curved in wings.
Yeah. His helmet. He's captain now. Question mark. And what is this ship called?
His TIE fighter?
No, the triangle.
His
one.
big one with the
yeah,
blue lights.
Yeah.
It's called
Like
the,
where his people are in the ground and he walks down the runway.
Yeah, it's called the Executor.
Executor. Okay. I love the layout.
Of his ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So cool. With like all of his people down below. It's like Fashion Week. It's like, turn to the left, turn to the right. And they're all like down below. And then he gets to see Sachet Chante in the
Yes.
front of the ship.
You're ridiculous.
Okay. Set our course for the Hoff system. That's what he says.
Because now they know where the rebel base is.
Yes. Okay.
And the rebels are like, evac, evac.
Yes. Back to Chewie. Back to Chewie. Luke's room and personal bot. So
It's
that
a
was like 4 seconds.
it's a medical droid.
But I really like that because again, that's like inner world
Yes.
building. That's seeing his aunt cook in the kitchen for 4 seconds.
Mhm.
That room never gets seen again. And I just thought it was cool. I paused. I was looking at all the crap in the
cool.
background. That's that's where like the poor people that like dress the set. They're like, okay, it's perfect. They're like, end scene, moving on. And they just spend like a week of their lives picking everything.
Well, go back to A New Hope. How about the actor who played Biggs? It's like, oh, I'm in this role and I'm Luke's
I
best
know,
friend and I'm in the movie.
Fuck that. At least Porkins.
Porkins.
Yeah, he's worse.
R.I.P.
Okay.
R.I. Porkins.
Says bye to Chewie, but such an awkward across the neck scratch pad. Have you ever realized that? Luke says goodbye to
Yeah,
Chewie, and
I
he's
never
like,
thought
just
twice-
turn to me. He goes like this. He's like, bye. Why
Chewie loved it. Chewie loved it.
Why? Okay, but like this is more natural. Why is it a cross?
Oh, maybe
It'd be like, come here. I'm not gonna slap you, but like instead of doing this, it'd be like, that's so weird. What is that?
I don't know. Just he was holding his helmet with his other arm, I believe.
Doesn't mean that he can't go to the right side of his head.
He's got things to do. He's got Dagobah
No, I think that was like
on the mind.
that was like a stroke in the writer's
Chewie liked
room
it.
or
Chewie
whatever.
enjoyed a little good scratch.
Han and Luke say bye. Be careful, you too.
And a little,
And everyone's
little
evacuating.
stare at each other like.
There's so many cuts. Like it's so the whole first 2/3 of the movie is like we're here, we're there, we're here,
Yeah.
we're there, we're here, we're there,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, so we're back to General, prepare your people for attack, says Vader, and Vader is choking a guy through a screen, so the Force can be done without distance limitations.
If you're strong.
But here's my question: is it because he can see him through the screen, or could I like be laying in my bed and like choke my ex-boyfriend, who I have no idea where he is or what he's doing?
We'll see.
Oh, okay. So that just
Maybe
seems,
not
that seems a
soon.
little far fetched.
Maybe not soon, but we'll see.
But I just thought because he could like see him.
Yeah. No, it's not.
There's no limitations there.
You have to be really fucking strong with the Force.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Choked a guy. Yeah, other guy. You're promoted.
He's dead.
Second. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Love these orange rebel suits again, but they're the Winter Games. That's what I wrote. I just love that they're orange.
Winter Olympics.
Yeah,
Speeders
right?
go.
Rebel ships meeting. Empire. First fight scene. Luke jumps into a ship to fly out. Other guy says, oh.
What he
I was watching this. Matt jumped into the living room and was watching this part with me. And he like jumps into a ship, and the other guy that gets into the back with him facing the other way.
Jack.
I thought he said, I feel like a dick in a hole.
Maybe he did.
He didn't. I put on the subtitles and we figured out what he said.
Oh, jeez.
He said, I feel like I could take on the whole Empire myself. But he just got in there and he's like, I feel like a dick in a hole.
Where was your mind at?
And Matt's like, I can't tell you what he said, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. That's what he said to me. So we rewound it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, he's all jacked
his
up.
number 2 in his ship face is backwards, though. What is this? The tippy back of a Volkswagen? No, yeah. What's the Oldsmobiles?
Because there's
Station wagon.
guns at the back and.
Is it guns though? Is that what he's
I don't
doing?
remember seeing them, but they need them for the cable to release the cables. So there's a purpose. I don't know. It's
Face where you're going.
it's a spaceship.
Okay.
It's a speeder.
It's a dick that he slid into.
It's a way to put two people in, but I don't remember a gun on the back of those.
Empire Trojan horses.
Big walkers.
Is that what they're called?
I think they're
Big walkers?
AT all-terrain.
Oh, a tat.
Are they the ATSTs? Walker. People they call them walkers.
Okay.
But they stand for like the smaller ones are
I feel like I've heard ATAT.
all-terrain
or
assault
ATAT.
transport or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Trojan horses.
Trojan horses.
Those Trojan horses are cool. Period. End of sentence.
I'm glad you don't think they were like pointless. Yeah, AT Walker, all-terrain armored transport. And the AT-ST are smaller, but
More
You haven't seen
spaceball helmets. Enter more spaceball helmets. Which I assume when we're seeing people in the cockpit, they're the people in those guys.
yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, you see the three, yes. The one
Enter
guy
sh-
standing and the two guys.
Yes. Enter shittiest hologram of Vader. Why?
Vader's talking to them.
Yeah.
And
In the ship. You literally get the clear as day Ben Kenobi ghost, right? And so they've fixed that
oh, so you're saying the
CGI.
CGI, not
It's
the technology in the
bad.
world.
No,
Okay.
it's so
Okay.
bad.
Whatever. I
Ugh.
can't defend anything like that.
Confused by what they decided to fix in HD. I don't get it. Like this whole scene is crisp, then the shittiest hologram.
They really went balls deep in A New Hope with the remakes or the whatever, the special editions, and then they do
like that.
some stuff in Return of the Jedi.
Just like I don't know, whatever.
They left this one alone because it's pretty fucking good.
They trip the Trojan horse and blow it up. C-3PO and R2-D2 are separating. R2 going with Luke or to Luke. Behind Captain Spaceballs is a white jasmine helmet belly dancer stormtrooper. What does he do?
The snowtroopers, now they're in the base.
It's like, it looks like, in the scenes where Jasmine is with Jafar and she's got the
yes. No, yeah, they're
thing over her mouth.
I guess they have more,
but it's plastic.
more covering for
They don't get to breathe.
for the snow.
They don't get to breathe?
They can breathe.
Sure. Okay.
They're running around breathing.
What are they called, though? That's just snow troopers?
Snowtroopers.
Is that the official name?
Snowtroopers.
So stormtroopers aren't in a storm, but snow troopers are in a snow.
Yeah, they have different gear and like little capes, kind of.
Jesus. Again,
Hey, it sold a lot of toys.
The Winter
It
Games.
sold a lot of toys.
Of course it did. They're actually kind of slick looking. Luke's been hit, going down. Looks like his partner is dead. Is he dead?
Dak? Yeah.
His name is Doc.
D-A-K, Dak. The guy in the back of his speeder. Yeah, the speeder gets stepped on.
I feel like a dock in a hole.
So I was going to say that earlier, something like that. Yeah, Dak doesn't come back.
Nick Swartzen. Show me your Doc. All right, Han forces Leia onto an escape ship because she's just trying to do her thing. And he's like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
We
they're
gotta
getting
get
drilled, the shield's down.
She's
at this
trying to
point, right?
fix things. And he's like, girl, we got to go. Luke attaches his swing set to a Trojan and lightsabers him to death.
He's on foot, and he could handle his biz.
He's like an acrobat.
He's taking off Wampa's
What are the-
arms.
what
He's
are
taking
the-
out the walkers.
What are the people that
AT-AT.
swing back and forth to each other?
Tarzan.
No.
What, like a Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
Trapeze artist?
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. A
Captain Spaceballs blows up the base. Han and Leia are still inside. He's headed to the
Falcon,
Millennium. I wrote the MF.
which has Chewie's been working on the whole time.
Poor Chewie. They called it a I want to say bag of bones, but they were like this rusty pack of bolts or something.
Everyone shreds that ship, but
Listen, it dies a lot.
it's reliable.
In this movie,
It's reliable when
Is
it counts. When it
Is
counts.
everything breaks several times this movie. Vader's inside the base. C-3PO, Chewie, Han, and Leia to the MF. Would it help if I got out and pushed? And Han says it might. I love that. This bucket of bolts, the MF.
Yeah.
They leave. Oh no, Luke is still there with R2. Did Luke's partner die?
Yeah, Dak's gone.
Doc
The speeder gets stepped on
Dak is dead.
right as
Yeah,
Luke
yeah,
jumps
yeah.
out.
They're not.
But he was dead before that.
They're not regrouping though. He's going to the Dagobah system.
Yes.
Because that's what Ben told him to do.
No rendezvous for
Why
Luke.
does he not call him Obi-Wan? Does he ever call him Obi-Wan?
Because on Tatooine, as he was keeping an eye out from afar, he was Ben. He was like old Ben from around Mos Eisley, Tatooine, wherever they were.
Okay.
They didn't give him his Jedi name. He's also, you'll see, Obi-Wan doesn't want to be Obi-Wan to strangers. He's protecting himself. You'll see.
Okay. Vader's ship shooting at the MF.
Yeah, the hyperdrive does not work.
Okay, it's a piece of junk. But when Chewie and Han are fixing it, who's driving? And then I realize it's Leia because she's also a pilot.
They can autopilot the stuff.
Okay.
Like you'll see different ships. Like R2 can fly
Okay.
himself and stuff.
Okay. They enter an asteroid field, and they're like, "We gotta get out of here." And he's like, "Nah, Bean, we're gonna figure this out." And they go into an asteroid cave, what they assume
Yes.
is a cave. R2 and Luke are landing in Dagobah. Ew, swampland. Swamp creature swallows and spits out R2.
Creature called the dragon snake.
The dragon snake.
Yeah, it's not a big thing. It's just it has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Just a note. Just a note.
Back to Vader's ship, where we get the first glance of what's under his helmet.
Yeah. In his meditation pod.
Is it a meditation pod? Because I thought it was like a pressure chamber for him.
It's a meditation pod / healing. I mean, he's
Trying to heal, or...
he's meditating, healing without the liquid at this point.
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Well, what Luke was in the diaper.
Oh, okay.
And it's also like a command center.
Well, I assume that,
Yeah.
but I thought in my brain when I saw him like that, because the thing was opening, that he can't be in like regular air. And that when they close that little thing,
He
he's
needs
in like
the
a
mask.
compression chamber.
Yeah, no, he needs the mask. Like he's not actually healing. He needs that mask on.
Okay.
But yeah, it is known as his meditation.
Okay. I started singing, "What you got in them jeans?" when I saw that.
For
His
Vader?
helmet coming out. He's in an egg. Have to do with his state of being burned. He looks burned
Does he?
to me.
Interesting.
Burned. Where did Han and them wind up? Ship shakes Leia into Solo's arms. Ooh.
A lot of poorly acted.
So they
Like,
don't actually
getting-
move it? Do they not actually move it?
I don't know, but
Okay, because there's scenes where I was trying to figure that out where I'm like, there's no way that their bodies would naturally do that, but I think that they're overacted. Like, I think they probably like tilted it a little bit and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, a lot of poorly balanced acting,
Okay.
in my opinion, but funny.
He's an ass. I said this wouldn't fly in movies right now. He's a chauvinistic asshole. But obviously Leia's getting in her own way too.
Yeah,
Because he's like,
she doesn't hate
ooh,
it.
you just happened to be in my arms?
She doesn't hate
I
it, and
punched him in the dick.
She can give it back with the best of them.
Ugh. Luke is trying to help R2 and set up shop in the swampland. Enter Yoda. His voice is a bizarre Muppet to me.
But we don't know it's Yoda.
Well, I know it's Yoda. though.
Okay,
I know it's
fair.
Yoda.
Fair.
Help you, I can. He's eating Luke's dinner. That makes
Yes.
me laugh. And what kind of feet does he have?
It's got like
They're like stars.
maybe I gotta look.
Because I think you only see them because they're always under his thing.
Yeah,
But he's digging in Luke's stuff, and his
ass
feet,
in the air. Yeah,
his feet are up wiggling, and they're like
I think it's just
stars.
like his hands. No, like 3 points, maybe 4.
I think there's like 4. They look
Okay.
like. Anyway, he's a tiny menace, and I dig it. I dig this whole like him like, ooh, I'll take this lantern. He's like, what the hell? He's like,
mine.
you gotta, yeah, you gotta meet. I gotta meet Yoda, and he's like, I'll take you to Yoda, but first I want to eat your dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on the Millennium Falcon, she calls him a scoundrel, and is rubbing her hands. They kiss.
Till 3PO ultimate cock block.
I wrote that. C-3PO was a cock block. C-3PO big cock block, but they do.
CB30.
See, I don't have.
Cock block 3.
I don't watch. I'm looking at the screen because you always tell me to take my head out of the notebook, so I mess up a lot when I write. Back to the Vader mobile. He's consistently in some assumed pressure chamber. Oh, Master Creepy Force bad? Who's this bigger guy?
There's always a bigger guy.
Who's the bigger guy?
That is the.
What's his name?
He doesn't say. She just calls him Master, right?
Yes. Do we need to find out later and I don't need to know now?
He's the big bad.
Okay.
I believe the end of the movie says who he is.
No.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We don't see him again.
Says who he is.
Oh.
Vader, I believe, says who he is.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Okay.
We'll get there.
He's the offspring of Anakin, son of Skywalker, must not become a Jedi. If he turns, he'd be an asset, though, Vader said. Join us or die.
An asset for who?
For the dark side.
For both of them?
For everyone.
Or just one of them?
One. Wait, Vader said if he turns, he'd be an asset to the bigger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But then later when they're...
They want Luke to join them.
All right, we'll
because he says father and son can take
Yes,
over the universe.
yes,
Yeah. Okay. Back to Swampland, Yoda's house for dinner. Starts talking about Luke's father. Boy has no patience. Yoda then starts speaking to Ben.
Then his tone
And
changes.
Luke hears it too. Luke is a child. He's whining. He's like, tell him I'm ready. No. Please.
It matches the
Tell
episode
him.
4 character, yeah.
Yeah, he's whiny. Like, I don't know why people like him.
He's great.
He's not a likable character to me.
Oh, he's great.
No. Solo. I like Solo.
See, give me the
You're a
hero.
Skywalker?
Yeah.
Meh.
Just wait.
Wait, Kermit, please, I have to meet Kermit. And then they go, and he finds out that that's him.
Like,
and
Han has no
Yoda's
adversity. Luke goes through everything. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Still have movies to watch.
He's just whining. He's whining.
It's the journey. It's the hero's journey.
800 years he's trained Jedi. That's insane.
Yeah,
I mean, his hair definitely shows it.
Yoda's 900.
And his that's how he's 900.
Yeah.
So at 100 years old, he started training Jedis. Damn, girl. You are reckless, Yoda says to Luke.
Yes.
And I was laughing at Yoda's supposed to be scary response to Luke. He's like, I'm not afraid. You will be. And I was like,
He's right. He's right.
I'm laughing at Yoda because he's not intimidating.
No, I know, but
You will be.
the tone change
You
is
will
more serious.
be. I want to like cut that and use
It's
it.
because he's little and green and was
You
funny.
will be. Yeah, it was like, anyway. Short scenes, back and forth, whole movie. There's a lot of jumping. Back to the Millennium Falcon and the asteroid ? Planet. And there's a sucking monster. A Minox?
Minoc, yeah.
Chewy, slimy pterodactyl is what I wrote.
Pretty much.
The
Huge moth, maybe.
The asteroid is wobbly, so they gotta go. Oh my god, they were in a space whale.
Yeah. Space worm, I would call it.
It was a whale.
No, whales come later.
Yeah. Oh, a space whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, we got something in the cave, and he's like, this is not a cave.
That I actually didn't ever know the term for. It's an exogorth.
Oh my
It's
god.
like a big worm to me.
I thought they said it's the Minox are inside the
Yeah.
belly of the exogorth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exogorth.
terms.
That's new to me.
I'm not gonna remember these.
You don't have to.
He's training with Yoda. I wrote, Luke does parkour
Ah,
because he's running around with Yoda on his
Yes.
back. Obi-Wan's apprentice was Vader. Dark side is tempting. Okay, Luke. Arm candy. Yum. I said Jedi training should be a fitness class.
well, interesting.
His arms look
All right.
beefy and
All right.
meaty. I'm a sucker for arms.
Give a point to Skywalker. Just got to catch up to Han and
Well,
pass him.
he had the yellow jacket last episode. So
Yes, he did.
is this Vader an illusion in the swamp? Dead Luke had biggest fears. Truth. So this is going to have a parallel. I don't want to dive deeper into that, but for those of you who know Harry Potter and Star Wars, this is for sure got a tie to Harry Potter. If I'm getting this correct, is that
Like a vision.
he's entering in? Yoda sent him into the forest, and he was like, "You won't need weapons here." So that's got to be some kind of like training sequence illusion dream thing. So because when Vader showed up, I'm like, that's not Vader. That's got to be like your fears coming out from behind the woods. And then when he cuts his head off, he sees himself, which we later know is because he's his son, right? Like that's his part. He's a part of him is in him kind of thing, you know? And that's the Force kind of like foreshadowing
Or
that
could
to
be-
him.
it-
Or insinuating that he might go to the dark side too.
Could be a vision of one of many futures where he becomes that.
Bad.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what that was. That was like a training sequence in his fears
It's-
or
The more you dive into this, the more of all of that comes, and mythology and the dark and the light and visions and tests, and
okay.
that's the first glimpse of it.
Okay. Oh shit. They're recruiting other baddies to catch the MF, and I'm pretty sure the green helmet is Boba Fett. They don't say that though.
Bounty hunters.
Yeah, they say that, but it's Boba Fett, right?
Boba Fett is the main one. That
Yeah.
I think he's
There's
the only one.
there's like a dragon scaly dude.
Yeah, Bosk with 2 S's.
Oh, does he come back?
He's around, but not really in the
Okay.
movies.
Okay. Oh, and other shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, all those
Sweet.
bounty hunters have names, action figures that I had.
Really?
Yeah, still have somewhere.
None of them have names in the movie. Not even Boba Fett.
No, they don't. They don't. But Boba Fett
Okay.
was Sticks. The other guys are elsewhere.
Oh no, the MF and the Vader mobile are in an unfair fight. They have a shield or got light speed back?
No,
I
not
know,
yeah.
I know now, but that's what I wrote. Back to Yoda Swamp, his ship sank while doing handstands.
But did you like? I'm going to rewind a little bit on Dagobah though.
Yeah.
Did you like when Yoda explained the difference between the dark and the light? You use the light, and the Jedi wants knowledge and defense. They use their power for knowledge and defense.
Oh yeah, I remember
And the
that.
dark side's just simple and
Mm-hmm.
evil, fear.
I mean, that's basic. To me, it didn't
I'm just
stand.
saying.
It wasn't a standout.
All right.
Try not, do not. There is no try. That's got to be a famous line.
Famous line was one of my high school yearbook quotes.
Stop it.
Senior yearbook.
Which one? Do not. There is no try.
Do or do not. There, the whoever wrote it or typed it for the editor.
They fixed it for you.
They butchered it for me.
Yeah, because it's try not do.
No,
And
it's
then do not. There is no try. I wrote it down exactly as he says it.
yeah. So, do or do not. There is no try. Was there is not try was my quote when I wrote no try.
There is no
anyway,
try.
and my other senior
That
yearbook
sucks.
quote was from Pootie Tang. But anyway, so yeah, so the handstand, the
I
X-wing.
don't even think I had a quote. I don't think I picked one.
Yours wasn't. I hate it here.
I would have been nice. I probably picked something Harry Potter if I did, but I don't remember if I even had one. Oh snap! Luke is lifting a ship or not. And then I wrote, I'm bored.
Wow.
Me. I was getting bored. But then Yoda's explanation of the Force came in after that. And then Yoda lifts the ship. I don't know. His training just seems boring. I get it because we can't see. This is the kind of scene that I would have appreciated as a book.
Okay.
Not in a movie, because there's probably so much going on in Luke's head, and there's so much more to explain about the use of the Force and honing it and understanding it, and we're not getting any of that. We just see him in a fucking handstand.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is boring. We're in the same swamp. This is boring. There's nothing to this. Oh, we can lift a ship. Ugh. But like, I don't know. I was just bored. This also reminds me of
That's what gets Luke to like fully buy in. And
Yeah. Back to the Vader mobile. He's pissed. He killed another general.
Yeah.
Captain Needar.
They drag his ass away.
Dead. See ya. What is this, like 3 guys? And he's like, nah.
He's cutthroat.
Oh my God. The Millennium Falcon is just a barnacle on the ship.
Yeah. Genius.
It was.
3PO
And then
doesn't like it.
He's like, they're going to throw out their trash and we're going to the Lando system, ? He's a man, a card player, a gambler, scum, he says. Trust him? No, but he hates the Empire. And they're out with the trash, but someone's following. It's Boba Fett.
It's Boba Fett in his now politically corrected name of his ship.
Oh no, what was
It
it?
was called the Slave One.
Ugh. Okay, and now what is
Now it's called the Fire Spray. Oh, slave is
Fire
not the best term.
spray?
Fire spray.
Why spray?
Because spray is fire shots of laser shots. I don't know.
That's terrible.
I didn't name
Listen,
it.
I'm with you on
Either
the
time.
The slave thing had to go for sure. That's
Well, it was called Slave One.
No, get rid of that. But fire spray?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't look at me. I didn't name it.
Gosh. All right. Luke sees the future? ?
Visions.
Yeah, Cloud City, Han and Leia are in pain, so he's got to go to them. Yoda says he's better to help them if he stays, meaning like if you train more, you'll be more useful. And he's like, nah, I gotta go.
And then Ben shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Double down what Yoda's saying.
Yeah, he's like, oh, crap. But he is a whiner baby, so he's like, I gotta go help my friend.
Or he's a great friend / hero.
Listen to your teacher. You literally went there on purpose. And even when he gets there, Leia's like, it's a trap. Like, you're a dumbass. Whatever. The motherfucker goes to Sky City. Lando, sweet hair, hugs him. Lando used to own the Millennium Falcon. Kind of cool. That reminded me of something else. Oh.
Fast and the Furious?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Titanic.
What? Who gave the Titanic to Jack?
No, he won the ticket in like a
Oh,
poker
Jesus.
game.
There we go.
And it was a death trap. And now we know that Han won the MF and it's a death trap.
I'm an MF fan, all right?
Okay. Lando Calrissian. I said he sounds like he could be from a Long Island running a pizza shop. Yo, Lando Calrissian.
Well, all right, so
cheese or no cheese?
I'm going to stop you. We're at Bespin now. Did you go over your term, your guess?
Oh, Bespin is the name of that planet?
Yes.
See, they don't say that.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Han says we're going to Bespin, and then he gets into the Lando.
No, he says we're going to the Lando system, and he goes, we're going to Lando, and she goes, is that a system? And he goes, no, it's a man.
And he says Bespin in that.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Again, head in the notes, people.
Whatever.
Head in the notes.
All right, here we go. So I said that Bespin was a name for a new general to replace the old on the Death Star, an even bigger dick. Now, granted, we've already gone through 3 generals in this movie.
And like flies.
Yeah, Captain Neater, dead. Other guy, dead. Dead.
So yeah,
I said
it's Cloud City on Bespin.
Cloud City on Bespin.
Yeah, Bespin is
the planet. So there's a planet below those clouds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, and like with Star Wars, like it's the Dagobah system. It's like a planet system,
Okay.
There's moons and all that around.
Sky City is within. I said creep. He's just creepy. Another
Lando?
Another C-3PO? Wait, what? C-3PO was shot to bits!
Yeah, but who shot him?
Right, because I then said, do we trust this Lando guy? If he's working with Vader, false sense of security. That's what I thought it was. I thought he was like kind of like has a metaphorical gun to his head. Vader's already been there, which we...
Oh, you thought
I did.
all this. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and I was like, he's luring them in with a false sense of security, and then they're going to be... Because who else would shoot C-3PO to bits? And
troopers.
Chewie comes in and was like, huh?
Chewie knew it was up.
Okay.
3PO
Ben's
Vader.
ghost is super clear versus fucking Vader earlier in the film.
Let it go. Let it go.
Ben says, you don't know if they'll be better going to them. You don't know if they'll be better going to them? I don't know. Luke, don't give in to the hate. It leads to the dark side.
Yes.
Okay. He promises to return to Yoda. That boy is our last hope, Ben. No, there is another.
Boom. And everyone, when they see that for the first time, they're like, what do you mean?
Are they talking about Leia?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Spoiler alert if you're watching along with us.
Oh my God. Chewie is saving 3PO in bits and pieces. I love that he's a 3PO backpack.
Yes.
Did they make that into a thing? Because I feel like
have
I've seen that backpack.
Every single thing that you see on the screen is made into a toy.
So there's a backpack?
Oh, an actual backpack.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant like toys because I had one. That's a great question.
Like, wouldn't that be a cool backpack? With like the wires and stuff hanging out the bottom of him?
Great question. I've never seen one.
Okay. See, that would be a cool thing. Lando invites Leia in for a drink.
They're all invited though.
Yeah. Just made a deal and that'll keep the Empire out of here forever. So I was like, uh-oh. Even before he opened the door, I knew he sold them out. But Lando still seems like an ally. That's what I wrote. I think he's playing the mole here.
Your guess for Boba Fett.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I didn't give you Lando.
I really did. That sounds like the exact
Oh.
guess for Boba Fett. Because my guess for Boba Fett was originally he's on the side of the Empire because of the shape of his helmet. But he goes rogue. I don't believe this anymore. Screw this. I'm a mole. Which actually sounds a lot like Lando. Minus the helmet.
Speaking of Lando, this is where we get to Lobot, which I thought was named. I'm sorry he wasn't. Lobot is his right-hand man, the cyborg.
Oh, the one with the ears.
Yeah, I thought he says his name.
Sure.
Oh, I thought he said his name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want me to give you Lando next time?
Yeah.
I'll give you Lobot. Learn
Lobot.
the learn
Okay.
learn the
One
side
of the droids
characters.
that will become important, the garbage can or Wally, they'll be an Empire droid. So I wasn't necessarily wrong. He is part robot.
He's a cyborg. He's got that implant.
Cyborg.
That's what they call him.
Okay.
And if you look it up, yeah, he's got that implant.
Yeah,
he's
because he can talk to him on his watch. Beep,
yes,
boop, boop,
the
boop.
right hand man
Yeah.
for
Literally.
Lando. Yeah.
He's on the right watch.
Jeez.
Inspector Gadget. Okay.
So you know what hand Lando wears his watch on, but you don't know like who says shit because your head's in the book. It's fascinating. Anyway, go on. Don't look at me like that.
You gave me terms that don't get said, so you don't get to talk
Lobot
about
was said.
this.
Bespin was said. Boba Fett. You knew Boba Fett. And
But it doesn't.
Hoth is
it
in
also
the
doesn't
crawl.
get said.
Wampa wasn't said. Dagobah was said.
And Wilro Hood can't wait to get to this. Okay, so
You're gonna love it.
just made a deal. Okay, Luke is on his way. Chewie is crying. He's gonna try and fix 3PO in his cell. Han is in front of some torture device.
Yeah, they're torturing him.
Boba wants to take him to Jabba.
Boba's like, Vader, don't fucking kill this guy.
Yeah. They are never to leave this city, Vader says to Lando about Leia and Chewie. What did they do to Han?
They
What was
tortured
that?
him. They were
But what is it? Because there's no
Oh.
physical evidence.
poking and prodding with no evidence. You're right.
There's no.
It looks
evidence.
hot. It looks like they're burning him, but I think it's
Does
all.
it? You never see it.
No,
Nothing
no,
on his
you-
clothes.
Yeah, I know.
He just looks kind of gray.
I know. Yeah, you're not wrong. By the way,
They're like forcing
way,
visions of him
Har-
showing up to high school
Harrison
naked.
Ford wanted to die in A New Hope.
Why?
He was like, I don't think he was like really into it, and then FYI, I forgot to tell you that last time.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, hey, so Han's dead, right? Like, I think he was kind of like,
Oh.
kind of over this, but was friends with Lucas and was in a bunch of Lucas's movies. But anyway, go on.
Lando tells them they were a trap to bait Luke.
Yes.
X-Wing class. Glad I didn't draw them. Glad I drew them, but it's not that shape.
Wish you did. Well,
X-Wing class ship approaches.
when it
That's
opens up.
Luke's.
Yeah, it's Luke's ship.
Yeah, they're the X ones. Because remember, I drew them.
Oh no, this
and
is the new.
that's not what
This is the
that
ship.
is.
That's the TIE fighter.
Yeah.
Alicia's an artist. FYI.
These are not drawings we will ever.
But
show
his
to anyone.
wings make an X
Yeah.
when they open.
Oh, I guess because I saw it later, and they weren't.
Like
open. It doesn't
when
matter.
Yoda lifts it out of the swamp, it's closed. The wings are closed.
That's why I think that
and
I.
they open and it looks like an X.
Okay, so they're called X-Wing class. Didn't know that until now. Chewie has C-3PO in like a backpack. I want that backpack now. Han is getting put into carbon freeze. That's the cement.
Yes.
He's getting put into. I'm still gonna call it cement. Chewie to take care of Leia. They kiss, and I like this part. And this is definitely a line that I've heard before, but it's definitely a quoted line often. I love you. I know.
Improved
Stop it.
by Harrison Ford.
Really? What was he supposed to say? Nothing?
I love you too.
He was.
And he said, I know, and I think Lucas's eyes lit up.
It's so.
Yeah.
It's perfect for
Perfect.
his character,
Perfect.
and for her too to be like, you couldn't just fucking say
Yep.
I love you back,
It's
you
perfect.
asshole.
Perfect.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a great GIF, meme, everything.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love you. I know. I like that.
But I love
like
Chewie's
that.
I love Chewie's agony and during all this.
Aw, he's so.
All while 3PO's like, turn
Softy.
around, what's happening? Oh, there's freezing him in car.
Yeah, shut up, backpack.
It's a lot's going on. It's great.
Lando sneaks some kind of setting on the side of it, though. He like presses a button.
After it's done,
Yeah.
he just makes sure he's alive.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I thought he was sneaking like a slowly decompress.
No,
setting or something.
Han's in that.
Okay.
He's
Well,
staying in that.
Never mind. Oh no, Vader is taking Chewie and Leia lame. Why not just kill them? At this point, her dad is dead. Her whole planet is gone. Kill the spare.
Her dad's alive, but
She said her dad was on that planet that got blown up.
yeah. But her dad's also alive.
Okay, well, either way.
Her dad is Darth Vader.
Oh, duh. But not the guy who raised her.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
He was on Alderaan.
Yeah. But why not kill them at this point?
Maybe the Master has special plans. I guess he doesn't see Chewbacca as a threat without Han.
Luke is in Sky City.
Cloud City
Sure.
is the real name. I'm just
I
saying.
know. He sees Boba Fett taking Han and shoots at the troopers.
Do you think he knows it's Han?
No.
I agree.
No, they're like caterers. They're rolling they're rolling the chicken fingers out. That'd be a fun one. Trooper caterers.
Sushi on a frozen human.
Order your order your cement man.
Sit around your favorite smuggler,
Eating
frozen.
off of that'd be a cool table though. Him and the carbon cement.
Bounty hunter reservations.
Lando sends a watch message while they're walking
To
with Leia.
Lobot.
Chewie, yes, to ear guy, not a droid. He's a cyborg. Leia screams, "It's a trap!" Luke and Vader chat. They chat about the Force.
So
he goes, "You're not a Jedi yet."
something you're not mentioning, which I love, is Luke is shooting, and they're trying to get to Han, they're being escorted. But Lando doesn't know who Luke is, and he's trying to get a look. I love that. While all this is happening,
He's trying to get a look at what?
he's trying to get a look. Who the fuck is this Skywalker guy?
Oh.
And he's looking around, but he's still walking.
Oh.
And he's like, because they're still held. They're still held by
Yeah.
stormtroopers and the Empire. But Lando was like, who the fuck? Who is this guy? I know everyone.
Looks like a wiener.
I know everyone. I never heard of Skywalker.
Looks like a whiny wiener.
It's my Jedi.
They chat about the Force. You're not a Jedi yet, he says. Vader is fighting his own lightsaber, no? He's got to recognize it.
Well, Anakin's dead to him. So, he must.
It's his fucking lightsaber.
He must.
So at that point, he knows.
Yeah, well, especially when his master, who is going to be named in a minute, so I'm going to tell you, the Emperor. He's the Emperor. And also...
Is that the Empire?
Yes,
Emperor.
he runs everything.
He's the big guy.
But he's also Darth Vader's master.
Okay.
As a Sith Lord.
Am I supposed to know that?
He calls him master.
Yes, but am I supposed to know about the Sith? Nothing on that is said.
No, in episode 4, Kenobi says Sith.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, womp. All right. Fight scene again is lame, but Vader's got to be going.
Lame.
They're not good.
You're talking like the sword fighting?
So choreographed.
I'll give you what was kind of lame. It was like Luke's reactions to getting hit by all the shit he's getting like thrown at him. But the sword fighting's much better than the Obi-Wan fight. He goes through the window. He's on the bridge.
Wait, we're not there yet. We're not
It's
there
a
yet.
Great fight.
Lando saved him. He said it's a chance to save Han when Chewie's choking him. Boba gets his ship to look like a gym whistle.
That's the fire spray.
It looks like a gym teacher's whistle.
Formerly S1. I'll call it S1.
R2 joins the gang. They miss getting him off the ship, but R2 takes a fashion twirl.
I missed that.
Fight, more fight. In another hall, triangular walls. This is a cool part of the ship. I like this set building. Spray the asthmatic with smoke. Not cool, Luke. Luke gets sucked out a window. Aren't they in space? Is this the center of the ship? They're on a cloud planet. So I'm just confused by where they are in this moment. But he gets sucked out and you realize that he's on the bottom of the city, this floating city. Yeah. Lando evacuates Cloud City.
Okay, I'm going to pause you there.
Okay.
Now everyone's running around. Hectic. Get the hell out of here. Evacuate. The Empire's here. It's a threat. Wilro Hood is this guy running out.
Are you?
Holding an ice cream maker. And he is a fan favorite. He is dressed in cosplay by hundreds at every Comic-Con, at every Star Wars event. And they made a toy for him. And he's like a cult hero.
He's just one of the guys evacuating the city.
He's just an extra running around, evacuating, holding an ice cream maker from the 70s. And you guessed what for Wilro Hood?
I'm not even going to read it.
A very important character.
I did. He's just leaving with an ice cream maker?
Yeah, he's running around.
Actually an ice cream
running
maker?
around Cloud City
this thing.
with an ice cream maker from the 70s.
He's like...
And that is like one of the most cosplayed Star Wars characters to this day at conventions and all.
Oh my God.
So I had to do that to you. I apologize, but it's too good not to. In the movie for maybe...
That's it. You see him for that split second.
In the movie for maybe 2.5 seconds.
Oh my God.
Wilro Hood. Shout out to all you cosplayers who...
I'm not going to be nice to you with these terms anymore now.
That was my
I'm not
last
going to be
one.
nice to you at all.
That was my last...
No, you know what?
That was my last one.
I'm going to give you stuff that's not even in the series.
He's in the series. Anyway. Cosplay icon. Wilro Hood. You do you, boo. All right, go on.
Sure.
Let's wrap this up. What happens?
Boba Fett. Ship looks like a whistle. They're missing. Fight. Another haul. He gets sucked out. Blah, blah, blah. Lando evacuates Cloud City. Chewie is slaying stormtroopers. R2 with the blind fog. Ooh, the MF. Lando goes with them. Never heard or saw this character ever, though, but he's cool and he's complex and he's like, you question mark. He's that guy who's always, he's the, I compared him like in loyalties with Jack Sparrow.
Went over my head, never watched anything.
Oh,
Is that like an anti-hero? You're trying to say like an anti-hero?
kind of, yeah, because Jack is always looking out for himself. He's a pirate.
Yeah.
But he wants his ship back, and he treats...
Well, Lando
okay, so he's going to get his ship
Lando
back.
has smuggled his way to the top.
And what's-her-face? Keira Knightley's character falls into the water while he's getting, like, questioned.
Nerd version season 10, when I watched the Pirates of the Caribbean
Questioned by... And then we'll have to go back to Disney and ride the ride. Anyway, Keira Knightley's character falls from a cliff, and he, like, looks at these two guys that are interrogating him as a pirate, and he looks at them, and he looks at the splashed water, and he looks at them, he's like, I guess I'll save her, and like jumps in the water, and that's not like his MO. He's a pirate. He doesn't fucking know this girl. So that to me is Lando. Like Lando's like he's gonna do things for himself, but he's also not gonna be a complete asshole. Like he's helping them. Like he actually does have love for Han.
So Han in the first movie.
Yeah, but Han is a little bit more invested. Anyway, okay.
We'll see.
Back
Lando,
to fighting on a bridge. Luke and Vader. Oh my God, Luke's hand! What the fuck? They cut his hand off.
and that was my parallel with the broken arm.
That's what you.
Because there's an arm injury. Why couldn't
parallel?
Why couldn't Harry break his leg, break his fingers, break his elbow? He lost his arm.
J.K. Rowling is so unoriginal by sports player falling to the ground and breaking their arm. You're right. She got that entirely from Star Wars.
He had to go. He had to go to the hospital. His arm had to grow back. Luke had to get a new hand.
There was a lightsaber randomly in the middle of the Quidditch match, and it cut off. No, it didn't.
Could have been a leg.
Fell and it
could have been a leg. J.K. Is it J.K.?
You're really
RK?
bad. R. Kelly? No, this is just J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Should have used the leg.
Vader is recruiting him though, while he's crying over his hand, which I assume isn't bleeding because the lightsaber automatically cauterizes the wound. Okay. Bring order to the galaxy, he says. And then the line is, no, I am your father. Yeah. Not Luke.
Yeah, that's
I am your father.
Huge error.
No, I am your father. And he has a toddler fit.
He doesn't want to believe it.
Yeah, and his words still don't match up with his mouth, which I'll get to in a second. It's like a really bad. What's the the Godzilla?
Oh Jesus!
That's exactly what his mouth is lined up with. Yeah, it's your destiny. Come with me. And then Luke commits suicide? But gets sucked magically into a garbage chute and at the bottom of the city, which is how I figured out that they're actually in the middle of the city still. And he's holding on. He one-handed climbs to stand. He fucked. That's what I wrote. He calls for Ben. No answer. He calls to Leia. Twin connection. Which some people, I'm sure, before they knew that they were related, thought that this was like a love connection of sorts.
Growing up, I always thought it was just, oh shit, Luke
can communicate to people's brains.
Strong. He's getting strong and doesn't even realize it.
Yeah, but he can't call out to somebody else who can actually hear him. He calls out to somebody who has nothing to do with the Force.
But she has it. Just doesn't know.
Well, the motherfucker catches Luke. Good job. We don't see it, though. I was actually kind of disappointed in that. He's just back in. He, like, drops, and then you just see him inside. Uh-oh, they're being chased again. Vader back to the mega ship named, you told me.
Executor.
Thank you. Leia kisses him again.
Yeah.
Vader's men deactivated the just fixed hyperdrive. Poor Chewie.
Yeah.
Vader is talking to Luke in his head. Come with me.
Yes.
It is your destiny.
Yes.
And he looks like he's having a panic attack sitting there on the hospital bed. R2 saves the day.
As always.
May the Force be with you. Lando is going for Han with Chewie, giving Luke a robot hand in a hospital ship. Is that where they are? Or is that the new like base for the rebels in the sky?
They're on a huge ship in the medical wing.
But is it it's a rebel
ship? They're with the bigger fleet.
Got it. And then C-3PO got to shine up.
Yeah.
Good they watch the MF ride into the sunset of the galaxy.
So it ends totally on a down note, different than
Is it a down note?
Han's gone. Luke lost,
Well, he got his hand back.
but he lost that fight. He's has to deal with his dad being the baddest man in the galaxy.
No.
So they're not handing out awards and throwing celebrations on other planets.
All right. Fine. Let's go. My rating. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I definitely like this better than the first.
Okay.
For sure. It was action from minute 1 to minute whatever. However long that movie was.
2 hours and 9 minutes.
But it's not a 5 yet. It's still not one of those, like, I wouldn't have left the theaters going, whoa, and dying to watch it again. I definitely have those in my life, and that's not one of them.
This is
Better than episode 4, but not.
I don't know if I'll say by
Not
far, but I would say 6 out of 10 Star Wars fans would say this is their favorite movie
Of all of them?
of all of them.
Yikes. Okay, so I've got a
Yikes.
lot
You
to
gave it
look
a
forward
4.
to. I'm
You gave it
saying
a
I've got a
4.
lot to look forward to. If that's the best.
It's not my favorite.
Okay, all right. Then I'll take that. All right. We'll start with my dislikes. Luke's mouth never lines up with his speech.
Jesus Christ.
Ever. It's like the guy was always speaking so soft, and then he got pissed off with them because he had to do every line again in the booth. So he's just loud and hissy-fitty and angry, and it never lines up. Ever. Okay, 2. Choices on where to enhance the CGI effects were so bizarre. I want to talk to the guy who made those decisions. And 3, short stints at each location. Lengthen the scene, man. Like, it's quick. It's too quick sometimes. Like, I feel like anybody with ADHD would have shut it off at like 15 minutes. They'd have been like, I can't do it.
I mean, it keeps it going. It's
Does it?
fast paced.
I don't know, man. All right.
You said it was action
There's
from minute
more
1.
likes, though. There's more likes than dislikes. Those are my only dislikes.
All right.
My likes, I love those Trojan horses. They're cool. The rat-tat-tat-tat-tats.
AT.
Sure. I like Luke's room on the snow planet, even though it's 4 seconds, not even. I love the orange snowsuits. I love that Leia is still a badass fixing ships. I think she's really cool.
She's
Her
great.
hair is not much better in this. She still hasn't worn the cinnamon buns. We'll get to that.
She didn't wear it in the first movie?
No, I thought the first movie she had the braid across the back of her head. Or was that in the... Oh, in her ship.
Her
Okay,
shit.
okay. Never mind. I didn't like her hair in this one. I like that Yoda was a menace to start. Like he was a
Testing patience.
funny little guy. Oh, is that what it was about? Oh, makes sense now.
I didn't. It took me a few watches to realize that.
Yeah, I loved it though. He's digging through his stuff.
Yeah.
Mine.
It's great. You also, like, if it wasn't that, if that line isn't in there, when his total tone
Oh, he
and mood changes,
completely changes.
it would, like, almost make sense. Like, he's been on that planet for God knows how long with no one.
Oh,
So maybe he's a little crazy.
he's losing his marbles.
Yeah, you never
Okay.
know.
The Sky City set is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The white halls and the very lit up and everything is beautiful. I loved that. It felt very
Lando is, knows how to make a place look nice.
Dude, I also love Lando's black man BIPOC representation in 1970s movies like this.
Yeah.
That's huge. And he's a big player because I thought he was going to be like the guy who came in and he was going to die. Like, there's a point where he says, Leia, get on the ship. And I'm like, oh, he's dead now. Like, I thought he was going to get shot, take the hit, and they were going to be able to escape.
Shout out to Wilrow Hood.
But he...
More representation.
Lando, I'm happy though. And then lastly, my favorite of this entire movie is R2's scream. Wow.
When
It's so good.
I love R2.
It's so good. I want that as a sound effect for our show. I want R2's scream
Do you like
as a sound.
R2's scared noises on Dagobah?
I don't remember.
It's just like, ooh, ooh.
R2D2 scream. No. That. Wow. It's so good. It's so good.
Don't sue us if we're not allowed to use that.
Anyway, I got it off YouTube. Yeah. I think,
So
we went through
four
the
is good.
terms. Bespin, Lobot, Boba Fett, Wilrow Hood, Hoth, Wampa, and Dagobah. My predictions for episode 6,
Return of the Jedi, my favorite movie.
So tables are gonna turn again. We're gonna go find Han. This has got to be I know it's the one with Jabba because it's the only one left in the original trilogy because the next ones are prequels.
Correct.
Okay. And there's no way that Carrie Fisher looked as good as she does in this movie, however many years later when they made 7, 8, 9. So I know that this is the one where she's going to be in the gold bikini. I know that we're going to Jabba. I know that Han is eventually going to get out of the carbon cement, hopefully unchanged. I don't know about that.
Mm.
Luke is obviously going to continue to train now that he's got his hand back. I think Vader's going to continuously try to recruit him. I think we're going to first deal with Jabba. Lando, he's a fat question mark for me though, because I never knew about this character. So like, what role is he going to play? Is he going to come back? He's the one who's going after Han. So how does Leia wind up there with Jabba? As like, is she bait? Is she a slave? Is she like a trade-off? Like what happens there? So obviously I think they're going to have to get out of that mess first. That's our first mess. Like Vader's not even going to be in the beginning of the movie. It's just going to be like, what's going on with them? How do we get them all back together? And then the end is going to be Luke's going to like train with maybe some more Jedi. He's going to become an actual Jedi. He's going to like hone in on his tantrums and he's going to figure it out. Yoda's going to come back and be like, let's go. Ben's going to back him up this time and they're going to fight. But I don't think that this is the death of Vader. Then again, I don't know if James Earl Jones shows up at 7, 8, and 9, so we'll see. It's still the middle of the series, so obviously it can't be the end. It can't be the end of the Empire. Because where would 7, 8, and 9 go?
Just you wait.
Ugh, all right. Well, that's my prediction. Those are my predictions.
Fair. All fair.
Any responses to my evaluation?
No, 4 is good. I'll take a 4.
Okay.
The debate amongst Star Wars fans is which is the best movie, Episode 5 or Episode 6.
Okay, all right. So then that's what makes me excited.
I am in the short majority. If that makes sense. Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie of the 9 movies.
Okay, so you're in the minority.
I would say 60% of fans like Empire. I would say 30% of fans like Return of the Jedi. And then maybe there's a 10. I'll give 10% Episode 3. Maybe that's too high a percent.
Okay.
But Episode 3 is probably... Oh, and I can't leave out A New Hope. But A New Hope isn't as good as 4 and 5 and 6. So, all right, I'll give 10% split between Episode 4 and 3.
Okay. All right.
Long story short, I'm a Return of the Jedi fan.
All right. Dry quiz.
Dry quiz time.
Dry quiz.
All right, so you have terms for me
I do.
for...
You are reading Prisoner of Azkaban. That's what's coming next.
Yes.
You are reading Prisoner of Azkaban, and we are going to run you by some words. I've got 3 dry terms from Prisoner for you, and then we've got 2 returning guests to give you 2 more terms.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to play. You ready? Okay. My first word for you is lupin.
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 L-U-P-E-N?
I-N. L-U-P-I-N.
I want to say it's a character, first name, but it's probably like a food. Oh, no, they usually...
You always go to food.
Yeah, because I thought it was... No, they use real food. Lupin. It's someone who knows about Hogwarts because they're in the loop. They're Lupin.
Okay,
No.
well.
Lupin?
Lupin.
All right, I'll go character. I think he's going to be the 3rd dark arts teacher.
Okay.
Lupin something.
Okay. All right.
I got nothing.
Fair. Next term from Prisoner of Azkaban, which, again, is my favorite. I'm very excited for you to read this.
We both, number 3, both our faves.
I love it. Boggart.
Bogart.
Mm-hmm. B-O-G-G-A-R-T.
And it said Bogart.
Boggart.
One word.
Boggart.
Oh, Jesus. Where do I begin? What is this?
Boggart. Person, place, or thing.
It's a thing. It's actual art that. It's a piece of art, like a painting or a sculpture or a drawing that has secrets that helps you. Like it's bog art.
Sure.
It's artwork
Whatever that means.
that like comes to life somehow
Okay.
and becomes part of the physical world.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
Sure. No. Next. Trelawney.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Trelawney. Trelawney.
Language of origin?
Trelawney.
An evidence sentence.
Trelawney. The word you have to define is Trelawney.
I mean, this could be a person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a person. It's a old. Sounds like a younger name. It's a middle-aged witch. It's a middle-aged witch who. What would her story be? Trelawney, middle-aged witch who is new, and no one really knows her well.
Okay.
And we're gonna learn about her on the fly, but no one really thinks one way or the other. They're just like, "Oh, who are you?" Like we knew too much about the fraud.
Gilderoy.
Yeah. We're gonna know nothing about her.
Okay.
I don't know where she comes into play. Maybe she's the new dark arts professor. But her backstory will be clouded.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So now we have two from Matt and Christine.
Yes. And the first one?
My word for Greg is Patronus.
Patronus also could be a person. Patronus is a tequila which goes great with pineapple juice or soda. No, Patronus.
Patronus.
That sounds like an ancient Roman wizard or something. Patronus.
Okay.
No, Patronus is a spell. It's what you say on command with the wand, and Patronus turns you into a muggle for like an hour.
Oh.
Because it's like a patron, Patronus. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with that.
Magical remuggling.
Yes.
Remuggling.
And
Okay.
the
Last term for Prisoner of Azkaban.
Greg, my word for you is Dementor. Dementor.
Thanks for the repeat, Matt.
Dementor. Dementor.
It has to do with the dark arts.
Oh.
I don't know if it's something that enhances your ability in the dark arts or if it's like a creature of the dark arts, a Dementor. But they use real creatures. They use real things like dogs and wolves and spiders. So, Dementor. A Dementor is something. I forgot. What's the dark? The alley with the dark stores.
Oh, okay. Nocturne Alley.
Nocturne Alley. It's something you can buy there.
Oh.
It's something you can buy there. It's a tool of the dark arts that maybe Harry or Hermie will use.
Okay.
They need a Dementor to.
You have to buy a Dementor.
To foil Voldy's plans.
Okay.
No clue.
All right. Well, one you nailed.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna tell you which. You absolutely nailed it.
Let's go.
And another one you got really awkwardly close.
All right. I'm 2 books in, so maybe I'm picking.
But I'm not gonna tell you which one you got right.
All right. Cool. Fair.
All right.
That's how this works.
So next time we speak with y'all, Greg will have read Prisoner of Azkaban.
Correct.
And
I forgot about this prison in the title. I didn't say anything about a prison. Damn it.
No, you did.
I did?
In your prediction.
Oh, in a prediction. Okay.
Yeah.
With the terms I meant. All right.
In your prediction, you definitely did. Because you know what Azkaban is.
I do now.
And you said it last week. So tune in to our next episode. Episode 6 will be Greg reading Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah. Until then, may the Force.
All is well.
Yikes.